Hey everybody, it's time for another edition of the Stretch Pass, where we take a look at what is happening in and around the OHL, storylines, trends, and anything else that we could fit in. I'm Steve Clark, joined by Matt Young. And first of all, we had something of an amazing game on Sunday. Hamilton beat Sudbury in overtime, 11-10. And that led me to ask about scoring in the Ontario Hockey League. My statistics have 9 teams averaging 4 goals or more. Is scoring up in the Ontario Hockey League? How do you see it?
Absolutely it is, but when you look at it, it shouldn't be a surprise. If you look around the league right now and you're looking at the goaltending in the league, there's a lot of unknowns. Everybody knew coming into the year that there was going to be a lot of unknowns. No Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, no Michael DiPietros, no Stephen Dillons in Niagara this year. What you have is a whole bunch of guys that are inexperienced or just flat out not getting the job done, but they have plenty of experience, such as a guy like Christian Prop. So what have you seen? You've seen teams like the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds and the London Knights dip into the overage waiver market from the Western Hockey League, and that's how they're resolving the goaltending issues. Not something we thought we'd be talking about with those teams coming into the year.
11-10 though, Hamilton over Sudbury. Hamilton scored 8 goals in the second period. Nobody could have predicted that.
No, they couldn't, but I think it would just be a lot of fun to watch because you don't see 11-10 in 2019 very much. The game is coached very well today. Teams don't get those kind of chances, so just to see a one-off like that, it would have been fun to be in attendance for.
Last time we talked, Matt, we talked about several trades that occurred in the OHL. This time, though, things are pretty quiet, though that may change. One of the reasons it may be quiet is nobody knows who a contender is and who a pretender is in the Western Conference. Unbelievably, there are 5 teams separated by 1 point. We've got Guelph, we've got Flint, Windsor, Saginaw, Erie, all separated by 1 point. Amazing.
It's absolutely amazing. It's amazing because we're talking about those teams. We're not even talking about the London Knights, the Kitchener Rangers, or the predominant Sault Ste. Marie Greyhound teams who always seem to be in the thick of things. So yeah, you're right. It has been a little bit quieter, but the way I look at it, it's kind of one of those things. If you're a buyer, or if you're a seller, I should say, you've got to be pretty excited because, you know, somebody's going to get excited. Somebody's going to get amped up a little bit, and they're going to pay a little bit more just to go out and get that guy because there's going to be a huge market this year because there are so many guys and there are so many teams that are going to want to create that separation, at least on paper.
One of those teams of the 5 that we talked about was a team that thought they might be in rebuild mode, but it turns out they are a contender right now. The Guelph Storm have reeled off 9 victories in a row to sit as one of those teams atop the pile in the Western Conference. They've got 27 points. How about George Burnett's Guelph Storm and their red-hot play as of recently?
Yeah, you know what? It's one of those things where teams win a championship in this league, they always take that step back this year. Somebody missed that memo in Guelph. But you know what? It's good to see because it shows everybody that you can go all in and still be a good hockey club the next year. And I think they're getting performances out of Nico Daws in goal that nobody could have predicted to start the year. And Pavel Gogolev has really taken his game to the next level. He was kind of an afterthought last year in that Ryan Merkley trade, but boy, is he paying off this year.
Nico Daws has 8 of those 9 victories and is fast emerging as one of the brighter stars in the Ontario Hockey League. We will talk to you in a couple weeks on the OHL Stretch Pass. For Matt Young, I'm Steve Clark. We will see you next time.